Hi. After decades of work on standing up for yourself, setting limits, setting boundaries, speaking your truth, not putting up with bad behavior, here's an interesting question. Can you have too many boundaries? Can you have too much of a good thing? I'm Terry Real, the founder of Relational Life Therapy. I've been a relational therapist for many decades, and the answer is yes, you can have too many boundaries, or a more sophisticated way of saying it is you can have a dysfunctional boundary. You can call it a boundary, but I would call it a wall. A functional boundary, a healthy boundary, leaves you protected and connected at the same time. I have another video about being connected but not protected, being boundaryless, too open, too porous. That's too much of a good thing in terms of being open. But you can have too much of a good thing in terms of being closed, limited. You are protected, but you're behind a fortress. You're not letting anything in. That's not a healthy boundary. That, my friend, is a wall. So there's healthy boundaries in the middle, protected and connected at the same time. There's boundaryless, too open, too porous. That's great. And there's walled off, which is not taking things in and not letting things out. How many of us are on the walled off side? We're protected, but we're islands unto ourselves. Here are some signs that you operate behind walls instead of healthy boundaries. You find it difficult to express how you feel. You struggle to accept a compliment. You shut down when your partner gets emotional or raises an issue. You feel often suffocated, overwhelmed, or uncomfortable by intimacy itself, by too much closeness, too much emotion. You can learn to come out from behind walls and enjoy more connection without feeling overly vulnerable and risky. I can show you how, and I intend to. You can talk about being walled off in terms of receptivity. My kids used to say, talk to the hand because the face don't give a damn. When you're behind a healthy boundary, you're sifting through what somebody says to you. True, not true. If it's true, you relax your boundary and take it in. If it's not true, then you use your boundary and you don't take anything in. It goes splat. And you say to yourself, that's about them, that's not about me. That's what they're making up about me. Okay, we all make up stuff about each other all day long. You don't have to take it in and feel upset or ashamed. You don't have to go up into judgment. How dare they think that of me? You have the humility of understanding you'll make up stuff about them in the next 5 minutes. In RLT, we teach people to say what a make up right now is and own that this is our production. We don't speak from the voice of objective reality. So a good boundary is connected in the sense that you're engaged sentence by sentence, point by point. Is this true? Is this not true? I have a friend who's a novelist, and we trade rejection letters and bad evaluations. His novel once got the rejection. This work is needlessly complicated and essentially small. Boom. We laugh about it because he has a strong enough boundary that he didn't take that in and stop writing for the rest of his life. I had an evaluation which it really was a standout. Let me quote it. Moderately interesting material, all but thoroughly obscured by the presenter's too evident self-regard. Ouch. Whoever wrote that really spent a long time crafting that sentence. Do I feel like my lecturing is swamped by my too evident narcissism? No, not these days, not on a good day anyway. Splat, that goes outside my boundary. I don't take it in. On the other hand, I'm listening. I'm engaged. Can I get carried away and tell stupid stories instead of stay with the material sometimes? I guess I can. I mean, is there no grain of truth in that whatsoever? Well, maybe a little on a bad day. If That person who wrote that was my best friend or my boss or a mentor. In other words, if I cared about them and was in relationship with them, then I care a lot about what they're making up about me. It's not the truth. But if I am in a relationship, then I care what the person I care about is thinking of me. A good boundary will leave me protected from thinking that about myself, but still engaged. Oh, you poor guy. You're really bored by my conversations on what's that like for you, and is there anything I could do to help you feel better? Boy, is this useful in close relationships. Not what you say has no accuracy. How about, I'm sorry you feel bad, honey. Tell me what that's like for you. By the way, I'm not agreeing with anything you're saying, but I'm not telling you that. My boundary protects me from taking it in, but I'm not behind a wall, so I care about what you're thinking. That's the big difference. Is there anything I could say or do that would help you feel better? When you're behind a wall, please, screw you and the horse you rode in on. When you're behind a boundary, what you're saying isn't true, I say to myself, but I'm sorry you think like that. Is there anything I can do to help you feel better? What a difference. Boundaries liberate you from being highly reactive to everything you hear. You have a kind of equanimity, but they also keep you engaged. You care. Come out from behind your wall, protect yourself, and stay engaged. People who live behind walls fear that if they take the wall away, they'll be boundaryless and run over. The cure for a wall is not boundaryless vulnerability. The cure for a wall is a more supple form of protection that keeps you engaged and opens up a host of relational skills that the wall prevents you from using. Come and learn how. Join me for a 90-minute training to help you create healthy boundaries in your life and your relationships. It will be Monday, May 6th, 1:30 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm offering a free, totally free, 90-minute training on healthy boundaries, Monday, May 6th, 1:30 to 3 Eastern Time. Join me there. Hit the link below to sign up, and I hope to see you there. Trade protection for more supple protection, which allows you to be protected and caring and skilled all at the same time. Monday, May 6th, 1:30 to 3 Eastern. Hit the link and learn how. See you there.